guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another WIP Wednesday, so grab your coffee, tea, whatever you like to drink, and your project, and sit with me and Ellie. I apologise about the light in advance because I've had to wait for Ellie to finish her school day before I could do anything, so it's a little bit later than normal. So it's already going dark outside, so I've had to put the lights on, close the blinds. So I will try and stay in camera, but if I don't, Ellie's in camera anyway. So how's your guys' week been so far? Hopefully good. Ours has been pretty good. Ellie's settled well into her lessons now. She's started to notice that she is actually behind, but their school are actually helping us, to be honest. They've agreed to send extra work to help her catch up. Spanish, I already had some stuff come through the post. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. They sent a Spanish book, a few worksheets, and she's already been on an app called Duolingo. Me and her have had some fun on that. They teach you a couple of words and then they take you through a series of questions. They'll give you a sentence and ask what the sentence says. Pretty fun, really. We kept getting it wrong. We were just wetting ourselves. Other than that, schooling's been pretty good. She does have a maths app that she can go through, and an English app that she can go through in her own time and work through, the Bedrock one. Sorry, she just looked at me funny like I've got an English app. We had a pet disaster at some point last week, I can't remember when. All I heard was Hammy's out. So I went up the stairs. I quickly shut the bedroom door just in case she got out, because Luna would kill her. I heard a noise from under the bed. So I said, right, she's under the bed. And then Ellie said, look in the corner by the bedroom door. God, she must have been out for a while. There is, right by the door, in the corner, they have a whole corner of carpet missing, and even the underlay that's underneath is missing. Hammy had chewed, this shows how long she'd been out. She had chewed through all the carpet and the underlay. You can actually see the floorboards in the corner of their room now. Not impressed, but we figured out how she was getting out. So at least it won't be happening again.
Now she chews that thing off.
I tell you what, she's got tubes coming from her cage, and on the end of these tubes is like a little plastic cap which fits into the holes in the cage, which connect the tubes to the cage then. This hamster, I tell you what, Houdini. She chews the plastic caps because she knows that if she chews through them plastic caps, the tube falls out. So she's been going mad at this one particular cap in the cage. So I've had to replace that. It's a good job I had a spare one. I think I've got one more spare one now. So if she chews through that one, she won't be having any tubes on her cage at all. But to be fair, if you haven't got a tube coming out the hole, you've got like this little dome see-through plastic thing that fits over the hole. It's like a viewpoint. She can stick her head in it and look outside the cage. Wow. She's already got one of them at the side of her cage. She's already been chewing through the plastic to try and pop it out. I tell you what, she's a nightmare hamster, I tell you.
And she bites the bars. Which is really annoying.
When you're trying to go to sleep and she's chewing the bars on the cage. She's just letting you know she doesn't want to be in there, but, you know. she needs to be waking up in the daytime. Sometimes she does, quite often, and other times you won't see her at all in the daytime. So then night time she's chewing the bars. If she's not chewing the bars, she's running in the wheel. And that keeps them awake. It's just been a really naff week, I tell you, the past week. I've been waiting for some fabric for my new World of Disney cross stitch. I ordered it, I think, beginning of last week. Well, Saturday, no, it didn't arrive Saturday, Monday. It arrived on Monday. It arrived, I opened it, and I put it back in the post this morning because it isn't the lady's fault. She has a lot of orders, so she may not have noticed when she was cutting my piece, but there was a fault in the fabric, and I was trying to weigh up what to do, so I messaged one of my subscribers who's a heavy cross stitcher, and we've become really good friends, and asked her for her opinion. And Paula said, do you think you can stitch over it? Will it be noticeable? And then she said, well, being 1/1, I think it will be. And I said to her, well, I've just run my fingers across, because it's like one whole line. I say whole, it doesn't go all the way across the fabric, but it's like so many inches long. But I ran my fingers across it, and it is actually raised from the rest of the fabric, so I think if I did stitch over it, it would show. So then I was working out, being as I had to have a certain size fabric because it wasn't in the size that I necessarily needed, I've got a bit of extra fabric all the way around, which I don't mind, but I had to work out where the pattern was going to fall when it came to stitching it. And this line runs through, because it lies vertically, not horizontally. It's the last 40 rows of my pattern. So I don't think it would have mapped it. If it was sideways, it'd be noticeable, but if it was sideways, it might have been in the spare fabric at the bottom, but unfortunately for me, it's not. So bless her, the lady said, I'm so sorry, I never noticed. But it's not her fault anyway. It's a fault in the fabric, and it's a DMC fabric as well. So she said, I'm really, really sorry. Can you send it back? I will send it to DMC, because that obviously is who the fabric is from. And, you know, just sort of take it up with them. You shouldn't have been sending it to me in this condition. So I reposted that to her this morning. She's posted me out a new piece of fabric this morning. So either tomorrow or the next day, I should have my next piece of fabric. And I'm absolutely gutted because I was so looking forward to stitching on that. So was Ellie, because she's glaring at me. Because if you haven't watched my floss tube, Ellie, oh my goodness, one of my subscribers, give me a minute, let me just think about what this number is before I go tipping it in the wrong one. I think it's 720. Yes, I'm correct. One of my subscribers, Brianna, suggested I'd try a similar thing with Ellie as these other floss tubers have done. Because Ellie's kind of wavered a bit on her cross stitch, she suggested what this other couple do. It's a mother and daughter on YouTube. I'll link their channel below because I have subscribed. They're doing, I think it's Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and they've started. The mum works from one end and the daughter works from the other across the top row. So Brianna said, ask Ellie if she'd like to do that, and it might then sort of inspire her to, perhaps if I got it, whoops, oh well, it might help inspire her to keep stitching. So I put it to Ellie because she absolutely loves the piece I'm stitching on the World of Disney 4. And Ellie just grinned at me. She didn't even say yes. I don't think she needed to, really. The grin said everything. So she's a little gutted as well because we could have started it yesterday. And in actual fact, I had started it. I'd put 120 stitches in, and then I should have opened the fabric fully when I received it, but I didn't.
You just went with
So
it.
that's an error on my part. I should have checked it. So I had put 120 stitches in, so I had to rip those out after I noticed it. But I've also discovered about myself, I don't like even weave. This piece was 25 count Ada, and the stitches just lie so much better on Ada than they do on even weave. For me anyway, that's a personal, you know. My Once Upon a Fairy Tale's on even weave. And I'm constantly having to not stretch my stitches, but you know when you've pulled it a tiny bit too hard and then your stitch is lying vertically practically in the square, and then you have to kind of put it back into shape. Constantly doing that on the Once Upon a Fairy Tale. So I've discovered I prefer Ada. However, I would like to try stitching on linen. I've never done that before.
But she give it a go.
Of course I would. Everything's worth a try, isn't it? You don't know if you don't try. That's what I keep telling my lot about food.
Hey, at least I like one food we tried.
Which was?
Fisherman's pie.
You did. No one else did.
Dad did.
But Tyler and Riley didn't, did they? I'm sure they didn't.
That was really good.
Scampi's nice. I'm a bit of a weird one when it comes to any kind of meat or fish. I was vegetarian from the age of 7. And then as I've got older, I've tried meat. I will eat chicken, but not on its own. So I can't just like pick up a piece of chicken and put it in my mouth. It has to be with something else. I'm just weird like that. And then fish. I really don't like fish, but I will eat breaded fish. I don't like it, but I will force myself to eat it just because it's good for me. But I do like scampi. And my dad said, you do know what's in scampi, don't you? I said, no, and you're not going to tell me because it would put me off. And I really, really like it. So we've got scampi for a meal this week. I've also got some chicken and bacon pasta. Kids can try that. My kids are so fussy. Riley, bless him, he will give anything a try. Doesn't always like it, but at least he tries. Yeah, don't forget your drink, Elle.
Don't forget yours.
I know, I always forget mine, so you know. It is what it is. 3865. So, my week's been quite adventurous this week. How's your guys' week been so far? Better than mine, I hope. Ellie's not doing too bad. Have you heard him come down? Really? Hold on. Shh. He might not come in. He might surprise me.
Unless it's Tyler.
Yeah, it could be Tyler. I'm trying to see what they can see. Wow, Ellie. Is that your drink going down? If the door opens, grab that piece of paper, flip it upside down and put it on top. It'll work. We'll work it somehow. Tell me what that colour is first. All right, now you've got the giggles. I think it's 154. Hey, I'm correct. Oh
Do you
dear.
know what you can pick it up?
Yeah, before you spill it. Oh, look, cat hair. Luna, can you go and molt somewhere else, please? Thank you.
I think she already did.
I don't think there's a part in this house she hasn't molted.
Especially not like cushions.
She's got her own cushion. She's got her own cushion, bless her. It's plastered. I keep getting the lint roller and it takes about 5 sheets to get all the fur off. And then she doesn't like the cushion afterwards. It's like you've done something to it. It's not my cushion anymore. Until she's been on it a couple more times and then she's like, yeah, okay, it's mine again now. Binks will lie anywhere, he doesn't care. Usually where Luna's called her bed, he usually takes that. Doesn't he? Whoops. She had a little bed in the corner of my room. After a few nights, I found Binks on it. And then I've got an ottoman at the top of the stairs on the landing, and it's got a cat blanket on it now. I found her on there. She made that her new bed. A few days later, I found Binks on it. I don't think I've seen her sleep on it again. He's such a monkey, he is, I
The
tell
only
you.
place that he doesn't go is that cushion.
Yeah,
He'll go anywhere else.
but he doesn't really like sleeping on the back of the settee very much, so that
He
might
likes-
be why.
He likes sleeping on the bathroom floor.
He don't, but that's because the bathroom floor's so warm.
So why he sits on the bath mat?
Yeah, because the bathroom floor is so warm.
Looks like an ice cream cone when he does it. The way he lays.
Okay. Who is it? How do you know? Oh, the junkie's eating. The wrappers. I tell you what, Tyler's terrible. He's such a junk eater. When he's got his paper and money and my other half goes to the shop, he'll say, can you get me something while you're there? And he ends up coming back with like a carrier bag full just of Tyler's stuff. It's terrible. And then later on he complains he's got bellyache and I just look at him, well...
So load it.
Yep. I tell you not to. In one ear and out the other. Wow.
Don't think he could be any louder.
I don't know. That doesn't beat Riley, does it?
No.
My goodness, yesterday Riley was getting his hair off in this game, and because he'd got his gaming headset on, he couldn't hear how loud he was being, but we heard him word for word down here. And Ellie had to go and tell him, listen, be quiet, or Mum and Dad are going to take your headset.
I told him like 5 times before I walked down the stairs, and every time I went to walk down the stairs, he'd scream again.
Because he's got no concept of how loud he is when he's doing that.
Why can't he just speak?
Because he can't hear his own voice.
Yeah, but of course he knows he's shouting.
Not necessarily. Your dad gets loud as well sometimes and I have to nudge him.
Well, we're 19 minutes in.
I put my camera a bit higher so hopefully you can kind of see a bit better. So, because I can't always see the time on the camera, I got Ellie to put her stopwatch on her phone so we know how long we've been gossiping for. And diamond painting, of course.
These look so wonky.
Why?
I don't know.
You've been placing them wonky.
Probably.
Just can't get the staff.
Why does it look like a hand?
It is.
Wait, what?
It's Yoshi's hand,
Wow.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Told you. I know. It kind of blends in with the rest of the greens though, doesn't it?
I've never noticed Mario was in that position.
Yeah, that's because I haven't done his bottom half yet. Oops.
See, look at these. They're so wonky. Oh well, they can stay wonky.
Place the other drills, it should straighten them out. Whoops. Oh, mind you, I've got some more there. And I've just spilt a few.
Definitely Tyler.
Yep. Whoop. Just spotted some more of these over here. Wow, Tyler.
Don't think he could be any louder.
He isn't going to want his tea at this rate.
Ow. I got glitter on my hand. I've given up.
Oh, I had to pull a splinter out the other day from Rob's hand.
Ooh.
I don't know what he'd done,
Ooh.
but he touched something sharp and a splinter went just under his nail and into his skin.
Ooh.
And I had to get the tweezers and pull it out.
Absolutely not.
I think he said it hurt more to pull it out than it did when it went in. Oh, it was awful. I don't even know what it was, but it was too big for me for sitting under the nail. Ew. It's like shoving a needle down the end of your nail when you're stitching. I've done that a few times.
Yep.
Whew. It does smart. Makes you sore as well for a couple of days on your finger.
Is that a new knee?
Probably. She's probably snoring. Unless it's Riley playing. Who knows?
I think it's her.
Could be. Who knows?
Why does Luna snore?
I don't know. Why does anyone snore? My coffee's going cold. Oh, and Ellie's already made 2 friends, even though she's only like virtual friends with them. They messaged her, well, the first one did anyway, and said, "Can I ask you a question?" And Ellie looked at me like, "Shall I answer?" Yeah. She said, "How come you've not been at school at all yet?" So she just said, you know, my dad's a high risk for COVID, so they haven't let me go to school. And she was like, cool. And now they talk quite a lot. Hey?
I learnt a fun fact.
What was that?
In some lessons I sit next to her in class.
What do you mean? At school? Your book? She put a book out for you or something?
No, my seat's just next to hers.
Alright, okay, is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she knows you've not been at school then.
Yep.
But she's been ever so good, and I've said to Ellie, you know, if you have any trouble or something you don't understand with the school thing, just ask her if she minds if you message her. Did you ask her? That's possibly a no then.
I really like messages saying hello. She went off because school had finished by that time.
Yeah. She messaged you today.
Yeah.
Did you answer her?
Mhm. Then I just said I got to set up for science. So.
Got a what?
Set up for science.
Alright. You know what, even though I've said we need to get this out a bit more often, I've still never done it, have I?
You don't really have the time to though, because Riley's always here.
And I'm stitching.
Yep.
Oh, no, missed one. There. That's all those.
I have to bend my arm around.
Why? Why? Alright.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, she woke up. Stretch.
Right, I need that
She
one.
go to bed.
Take it easy, Luna. It's alright. 945. Here it is. Read that one, it. You got a number.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, dropped another one. Let's fill in the face.
Don't want to take the cable with me.
Steady. We don't want a floor full of drills again. Got a white one in here. Ellie's got a unique knack, she has, for knocking her drills on the floor. She's really quite good at it as well. Because when you drop drills, they don't just drop and stay where they are, they bounce. I think we've been amazed a few times just how far they've gone, haven't we?
Mhm.
Whoops. Dropped it. Get off. And we've all, I think in the last week, found a diamond on us somewhere. I had one on my foot the other day. Riley had one
this morning.
Where was it?
On his shoulder.
On his shoulder, there you go.
Had to have been in his bed to get it on his shoulder.
But how the hell did it get on his bed?
Don't know. Probably on his foot and it fell off.
Where are all these diamonds coming from? Are you throwing them around and having a party or something? Honestly. They get everywhere. Mind you, I don't think I could ever beat Tyler's one on his Sunday dinner. That sounds like Riley. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be done shortly. Quick, what?
I don't know if it's okay to do that.
What is it? Why wouldn't it be? Try it.
No, but it's like downloading files and it's just off a website and I'm not sure
Yeah.
if I should do it or
Just try it. Go. Go on. Try it. Go on then.
It says it's for mobile.
Give it a go.
I'll try it.
Alright then.
What if something happens there?
Be alright. Your dad's the tech whiz.
Sure.
That was so close.
I'm trying
That
to see if I
paper was
dropped any
there as well.
diamonds on that.
There's one over there.
No, because like, look.
It's good.
Oh, I see one. I see 4. She was just staring at me.
We left the inventory sheet though face up. He could have seen that because there's a picture at the top. He didn't. I don't think he did anyway.
Still got it. Oh my god! Now I'm gonna.
Oh,
move
he did,
it.
and it didn't register in his head. You'll probably ask me about it later.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're on about, Riley.
Not at all.
You're seeing things.
Did I move it? Seems like I moved it.
I think we're both moving it constantly.
Can check.
Where can you see and where can't you?
I can't even see it.
Yeah, it has moved then. Let's go that way. Is that better?
It's not.
Alright, don't go too far.
That's good.
It's at that point you go, but they can't see me.
Well, he always has to find a way to do anything.
Yeah. He was actually asking about downloading a Fortnite thing on his tablet, but it's not through the Play Store.
I wouldn't trust it if it wasn't on the Play Store.
Well, fortunately, Riley has got nothing of any, nothing consequential on his phone, on his tablet. So they can't access anything. I'd never put my card details or anything into his tablet or anything like that, so should be all right. If not, Rob can reset it and
Do what he needs.
yeah. And I forgot what I was working on. 945.
Very smart.
I am smart. These darn drills don't want to come out. Thank you.
We're half an hour in.
Woo! Yes, Riley?
As I thought it was going to be a scam. Because it took me to some, when I clicked on it, it took me to some place saying name, email, and then it said the website we're looking for.
Alright, don't worry about it then.
I'm not going to try.
Surely it was coming up on the store, on the Play Store anyway. Thought it was going to become available on the Play Store for that.
Apparently it should be coming soon
Well, just wait then.
to Play Stores and stuff.
Okay. I'll pick up my pen while I'm there. Thank you. Because I have a habit of throwing things around just like Ellie throws diamonds.
Bye.
Bye. Shut the door, right?
Or not.
I got it. It's okay.
I tried. I had to put my arm over it.
And you drills everywhere.
I couldn't get this in time to move.
Did he see any of it? Perhaps he saw it the first time when he came down to have a sneak peek. Ellie's diamonds are now all over the floor again.
That's Riley going to tell that is.
No, probably not.
You know how mad
Right,
that
I've
can
got a
get when someone
green.
walks in the room and talks to while he's playing.
Well, That's what happens when you have kids.
Yep.
Let's get this filled in. Is that your nod like, I've done well?
With 35 minutes in.
Helps her pick one up. You at?
35 minutes.
Wow. I won't keep you guys much longer. I've got tea to cook. The kids are having a fry up, so to speak.
You need to put them sausages
Bacon,
in.
sausage,
In the pan.
beans.
Sausage in the pan, woman.
Asking or telling?
Telling.
They're going in the grill then. Did that hurt? Don't know what it was, but
I was scratching my back.
with them nails I wouldn't, even though they're a bit smaller than they have been. We gave them a trim the other day. Yes, was it yesterday?
No.
Okay, the other day then. They were like just wickedly long, so I trimmed them and shaped them again. I need to change the wax, but I'm not going to because it's going away in a minute. Well, that one clipped in well. And Ellie's decided to dance. Pick it up. Get in. Pick up the drill.
This hot chocolate tastes weird.
That's because you lot don't have it hot. The way you lot have it, it's not hot chocolate, it's a warm chocolate. Right, what colour was I working on? .301. I got it. Yep. Oh, there's always that one darn drill. Alright then, guys. I'm going to put this away before Riley comes down a third time and catches it this time. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching and listening while we had a weird chat. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you on Sunday for my regular floss tube. Bye, guys.